now the Red Sox are on a 4-game loser. Before that, things were not really going good either. Since the Houston Astros came to town and skunked them, swept them out of Fenway, they've only had a handful of wins.
They stole their confidence from them.
It really does feel that way.
They got to steal it back.
They do need some kind of confidence booster. There's still plenty of time. They're only 5 games out. Do not sell out the Red Sox yet. Honestly, for them to be 3 games above 500, I think they're in a place that a lot of people didn't expect them to be when we started this season. So good on
So they're getting back to where they're supposed to be? Is that what you're saying?
They're falling back to the average of what everyone expected.
Mediocrity. And you know what they're doing. It's their bad defense.
Oh, God.
Their defense is atrocious.
Watching these low lights of yesterday, like there's balls that are falling right next to the outfield that they think is going to
communication.
Not only that, just their depth perception. Like they can't read the ball off the bat in the outfield for Fenway. Talking to Dwight Evans yesterday,
not easy.
Not playing the way that Dwight Evans is trying to teach them to play, especially off that monster. And then the infield's so sloppy, like sloppy stuff, man.
A lot of errors.
A lot of errors.
He's not the only one coming back to the big leagues.
Who?
Jason Hayward getting another shot.
We saw this earlier.
Former Brave, former Cub, former Dodger. This guy, did he play for the Cardinals?
Yeah,
I was going to say, he's played pretty much everywhere.
From there too.
Houston Astros. First time in the Young League. The senior circuit is where he made most of his years. Now he's in the American League with the Astros.
So Hayward goes there. They just got Neris, too. Don't forget about him. He was the closer for the Cubs that they let go. So the Astros are trying to build some treasure off some trash right now in Major League Baseball. But listen, the Astros are playing some good ball. They're hitting right now.
But these guys are tried and true. They went through waivers because nobody wanted to touch their contracts. Hayward, I'm sure, is making enough money to scare you. And you're like, nobody wants you. Now all of a sudden you slip all the way to a first-place team. That's how that happened. So Hayward and Neris, those guys definitely, they could help them.
Astros taking on the Phillies right now. A walk-off winner last night from Bryce Harper. Just an awesome scene. Really an awesome scene. Joel Embiid sitting front row for that walk-off.
You know who's coming back? That bad mother. Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, they're going to get a lot of guys back.
Sideline since June 3rd. He is expected to come off the IL any day now.
And Ryan Presley, too, will join that pitching staff here pretty soon. So they're setting up for a run. They're setting up for a run. And just like talking to a lot of people this weekend about Major League Baseball playoffs and just like, who do you like? I'm like, I don't know. Everybody's got flaws, man. Everyone has a flaw. The Dodgers look on papers as of day one that they're the team to beat. But still, they've got flaws. And
Yankees got flaws. Guardians got flaws. Braves, everybody's got flaws. Phillies went on like a 1-month hiatus. They still have a 6-game lead over the Bravos. Milwaukee Brewers, we didn't really pay attention to them. A nice 10-game lead over your Cubos.
Oh, they're killing the Central, man. They are just, they're beating the teams they should beat.
Scare you? Diamondbacks.
Yeah, they should scare everybody.
This is like a marathon, and you see that person coming from way back. That'd be the Diamondbacks. Now 3 behind the Dodgers. Remember they did this last year?
Yeah.
Padres are playing so well. We're talking Padres this, Padres that. All of a sudden, Diamondbacks are percentage points because they're 2 less losses in the loss column ahead of the Padres.
The NL West is kicking butt in the National League, a lot like the Brewers, where, man, there's a lot of should-win baseball games in the National League. The Rockies, the Nationals, the Pirates aren't giving you nothing. The Marlins stink. Like, there's so many teams that some of these teams are just feasting on these bottom feeders. Diamondbacks, Padres, it feels like they're both going to get in alongside the Dodgers. That's a 3-team division in the playoffs. Braves are trying to hang on, and it's those New York Mets. 3 games out of the wild card. I'm rooting for the Mets, man. I really am. They've got to figure it out and find it. Hopefully they can be one of those teams. Who do they play? Oh, the Diamondbacks. They got fought tonight going against Mania.
White Sox lost their 101st game last night.
Keep it going.
Stay hot, boys. Stay hot. 31 and 101.
What a season.
That's embarrassing.
What a waste for everyone involved.
Is that a process there? Are they like the 76ers?
No, there is no process. They have no idea what they're doing. They don't want to win baseball games.
Bill James, of anybody, you know who Bill James is, right? He's one of the architects of Moneyball.
Oh, yeah.
He's a brilliant statistician. Okay. He actually said, when you beat the White Sox now, there should be an asterisk next to the win because he doesn't feel they're a major league team right now. That's coming from Bill James. that's shocking to me.
Well, it was said last night on the broadcast, your guy Carpenter from the Washington Nationals, like the Nationals
Bob's
guys say this. So Bob's honest. Our guy from Oakland, perfect game.
Dallas
Braden says this about his A's. Everyone says this that are baseball people that have been in the league long enough to know what they're seeing. You are watching the best minor league team that this franchise can put on the field right now. You are watching the future of this franchise. I am embarrassed. Bob Carpenter said this yesterday. I feel for the fans that are paying major league prices watching a minor league product.
Was he talking about the Nationals?
Talking about the Nationals.
Wow. That
you would get trouble.
Fired.
Right? You would get in trouble for that. Bob, though. Bob's got a lot more juice.
Hey, but Bob knows, man. Our ratings went up a lot when we were honest.
Well, he
didn't work out well for one of them.
And looking, the proof is in the pudding, man. Like, he can't lie to his
I love
audience.
Bob. Bob's been in this business for over 40 years, man. It's a tough watch. I watched 2 years of the Nationals losing over 100 games a year. When you're watching, so the Red Sox are still mathematically in the race. And that's the beauty of
Red
the playoff
Sox are
system, right?
very much
exactly.
in the race.
So they could turn this around in a week.
Yeah.
But when you're watching baseball right now where they're mailing it in, they're 18 and a half out. They're pretty much eliminated from postseason contention. Now they're already starting to call up these guys, these prospects and stuff. It's not even September.
Right.
So when you've already, figuratively say thrown in the towel, Bob's just being honest. He's like, listen, you guys have won a world championship in the last 10 years. You deserve better product than this. But at the same time, listen, you're only as good as your minor league system. And if you are going to call some of these guys up, like Detroit has called most of their minor league guys up. White Sox have called most of their guys up.
Detroit swept the White Sox in a 4-gamer. That's what ended yesterday.
And so, again, you're starting to see the longer you allow these guys to play together, the Detroit Tigers may be 66 and 66.
Yeah.
But they're in a playoff spot contention. They may not make it, but at least you're seeing the future today. White Sox have all gutted the team, brought up the prospects, and basically said you're watching a AA product in the major leagues. They might be good in 3-4 years.
I have nothing to lean on here. I'm looking at this roster. I hate to break it to you. Luis Robert Jr.,
who should have been traded, but nobody wanted him because of his attitude.
Andrew Benintendi.
Benintendi's hitting 260. He's your best hitter on the team. He is your highest paid contract in White Sox history.
Other than that, I got nothing for you.
I don't know why you did that. That's a contract that probably got Kenny Williams and everybody fired a few years ago. But at the end of the day, when you look at some of these changes, and listen, right now the Mariners have kind of turned it around, got a 2-game winning streak after they fired their manager.
Yep.
They're just 3.5 out of first place with the Astros. They have an opportunity to make things right by the end of the season. If you're a White Sox fan right now, if you're a Nationals fan right now, if you're a Marlins fan right now, if you're an A's fan right now, Angels fan right now, you're PO'd. You're PO'd, and rightfully so. I hate this. This is why I was so in favor of the Mets being sold years ago to Steve Cohen or anybody else that was going to spend money. At least Steve Cohen wants a winning team on the field. He wants a good product on the field. He's doing things other than maybe the Hawk Tua girl or the Grimace,
which
OMG. Upset some of the old timers. But he's putting a lot of money into this product, and he may put $750 million into Juan Soto this offseason.
Yeah.
So then you think back and be like, so would you rather pay Alonso $300 million and not get Soto, or get Soto and let Alonso go
for double? Got to put that in there too. It's going to be double. Gosh. Mets, Diamondbacks tonight. Mania versus Fott. That one is a 9:40 first pitch. Our game here on these airwaves, Yankees baseball, 6:45 start. Garrett Cole night tonight.
Coltrane.
Against Mr. Corbin, who has just fallen off since he rejoined the Nationals this year.
Patrick Corbin, I feel bad. That dude signed a whopping deal. I think it was about $140 million. He's a great kid. Has never been healthy since he's been a National. I think it's something in the clubhouse there.
3 for 12 or 3 and 12 with a 6 ERA. Orioles, Dodgers will be a late one tonight, 10-10. That's Irvin versus Flaherty. That will be a good game. Here's another one. Giants, Brewers. Watch out for the Giants as they keep creeping up. Webb versus Myers on that one. Braves, Twins. Another two teams that are right in the middle of their wild card hunts. Huge last names for these pitchers.
How about we got 3 teams at 66 and 66?
Well, that's the thing.
It's an interesting number right now.
With the bottom feeders of Major League Baseball, they've given a lot of people hope.
Yeah, keep fighting. You got 1 month left. You got 30 games left for most of these teams. Some might have 32. I mean, it's because of different rainouts and things like that and makeup games you got to get. But listen, Dodgers are such a great team. They only have 78 wins. Diamondbacks have 75. Didn't spend nearly the money that they spent. And by the way, we haven't spent enough time on Shohei Ohtani. We spent too much on Aaron Judge. I loved what you asked Dom Amori. We're going to talk about that coming up here in a little bit with Dom Amori's interview. 50-50 is within his grasp.
Yeah. No one's ever done it.
No one's ever done it. And to get to 40-40 and still have about 6 weeks to play, he may not get to it, but just the fact that this guy, again, 2 Tommy John surgeries in 5 years, there's a lot of rehab involved in that kind of stuff. This dude is meticulous in the way he prepares for stuff. He is just such a fun watch. Appreciate that. The health on his side was risky at best starting this season. He cannot pitch. He cannot play the field. And so when you see some of the special things he's doing as being a one-way player this year, I'm amazed at it. Like we gush at Aaron Judge. Oh my God, he plays center field. Can you imagine he's 6'7", 280 and roaming around the outfield? Guy should be on a football field, really. He's amazing on defense. He's amazing on the base pass. He does amazing things with the bat. Well, Shohei Ohtani is a big dude. He's about 6'4", 6'5". He's got a reconstructed elbow 2 times in the last 5 years, and he hits where that bottom elbow is the lead, and he's still phenomenal.
The stolen base is going to be the one that is going to be tougher. I think he's going to get to the 50 mark in the home runs, and regardless of the situations, it's just I think there's, that takes some luck in a way where you got to have the right situation to steal. And, everybody kind of knows you're second in the league.
Stealing beats you up physically, man. Right. You slide, check my leg out. It hurts sometimes when you slide, or if you're, you slide head first, or you get raspberries on your butt. I mean, there's a lot of ways to get injured. These guys wear those, cooking mitts that they run around in and stuff like that. So it's like, how many stolen bases do you need from this guy? So you get 41 homers, 40 stolen bases. Batting average has dipped a little bit lately. But if you're up by 10 games with 2 weeks to play, which is possible, they're only up by 3 with the Diamondbacks, do you say, listen, no more stolen bases? Or if he's got 46, you go, okay, you need 4 more here in the last week. Are you gonna push that guy to break a record, or are you gonna be like, listen, we want to win a world championship?
He's got his last 10 in the last 2 weeks. So like his stolen base number has really gotten bigger in the last month. So
I'm on the side of letting him steal it.
Yeah.
First of all, he's a huge dude. When you're, I
needs a couple
next
steps.
to this guy, he's a huge guy. Then you look at Judge. Judge is a huge guy, a really good base runner.
Yeah.
These guys are athletes, man. They're athletes, but you also want to protect them from themselves.
I know, but I just love both of these guys because they remind me of what I watched during the Little League World Series. Guys that are kids playing a game that are having fun and are willing to raise their hand if you need something. You would need a center fielder, I'll do it. You need somebody to steal a base, I'll do it. You need somebody to come off the bench and pitch after they hit. Shohei's proven that. I know he can't do it this year, but still, like, the things that they do remind me of playing baseball in Little League. And it's and the other thing that we talked about this yesterday, and I just admire this more than anything. They're the 2 highest paid athletes in America. Maybe the Saudis got something to say about whatever they're paying soccer players or the cricket players of India.
$500 million.
Mahomes, so still.
But in their sport, respectively,
These 2 feel like they'll do whatever it takes to win ball games, and they're the most valuable creatures walking the planet.
2 of the quietest guys, too. Great ambassadors.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll replay Dom Amori for you. Great stuff about the Big 12 in there. Also talking about Aaron Judge historically. Only 3rd player in Yankee history, 50 home runs in a season. The only guy better, Babe Ruth with 4. Dom Amori, the historian, also. He's written a book about the New York Yankees, the first 25 years of their history. He joins us next from the Hartford Courant.